I want to go to the mountains. So let's do the following. Let's get a split board, tour skis, drive to Italy, and go snowboarding there. Sometimes I miss driving the fucking Lambo, and I just floor it. And you're in front of the bus, you know?
It's Sunday and you're working?
Yeah, we're hiring 2 new sales reps. So I'm sending them the contracts. Team is expanding. Feels pretty good. We just more or less spontaneously decided to wake my brother up. He works as a bartender, I think, on the weekends, and he's 100% still asleep. So we're gonna wake him up in Salzburg, go take him to Red Bull Hangar 7, get some breakfast in the bank, and give him 2 Death Stranding t-shirts that I bought. So yeah. Bye bye, cowies. What did we just do? Just visited the cowies. Alright, we're here. This is where my brother lives. Well, now we're just gonna find parking. Alright, so we're in Salzburg. My brother lives here. I'm gonna wake him up. It's 10 a.m. in the morning. That's like super early for him. And we'll see what we can do with him. What's up? Morgen. Scheiße, Mann. So geil. Schönen Sommer. Zieh die Arme, geh mal. Scheiße, Mann. Cheers, mate.
2 more coffee and
more
everyone.
fucking caffeine in my goddamn system. Red Bull Cola, yellow Red Bull. There's another yellow Red Bull. So. Alright. Frage am Kopf. Which one? Danke. 6 eggs omelette. Straight to the games. Alright, so we're here at Hangar 7. It's one of the headquarters / offices of Red Bull. Another one. We're in Salzburg with my brother. And yeah, let's go check it out.
I give you $100 if you just jump in the car.
And try to start it, you know. It's all fueled up already. That's the one from last season. That's the car that Verstappen won the World Championship in. His second.
Max Verstappen is champion of the world!
This used to be Dieter Matuschit's personal office. You could walk all the way up here to this office, and this is where he would do his deals. Same concept, larger than life, right? You could have your office anywhere. You could have a normal office. No, he wants to have his office above aircraft, Formula 1 cars, helicopters, rally cars. The branding, pretty smart. Austrian.
Do some...
The spinning?
Yes. Woo! That was sick, man.
I want to go to the mountains. So let's do the following. Let's get a split board, tour skis, drive to Italy, and go snowboarding there. Ciao, Wasser, mich freut. Habt ihr lieb, mach's gut. It's basically the same when you're building an online coaching business too. Yeah, it's cool if you have a little bit of an audience, but I'd prefer to have a micro audience that is highly lucrative as opposed to millions of followers. Some of them only casual followers. Not everybody is going to want to become your client, because there you just have the worst of both worlds. You have less money, but you get recognized all the time and you almost have no more privacy. But if you have a small lucrative micro brand, what you actually have is you have money, you have diehard fans that are also your clients and want to pay you. You have a real impact on a fewer people as opposed to a small impact on a lot of people. And my previous brand, I was much more well known. I had a much bigger brand, but at the same time, I'm making much more money now, and I work only with a few individuals that pay me a lot of money so I can have a real impact. I've seen both sides of the coin, and I like this side much better. I'm gonna get a split board because I want to hike up the mountain, and you split it up and then you can ski tour up the mountain and then you put it back together and then we'll ride down. That's the plan, so let's see if they got one. We're in Obertauern. We picked up the split board. We met Simon, who used to close in Team FBM. He is now closing for an alumni of ours. Absolute top G. Dankeschön. It was epic to see you, man. Much love, bro. It's much better to have a small friend circle, people that really actually know you, than being popular in your city or your town. I really noticed that. You know, most of the people that were my fake friends, they all started shit-talking me once I started making money, once I was traveling the world. They would all be like, yeah, I heard this and that of him, I read this and that on the internet, Mac's an asshole. And guess what? When I come back to my hometown, everybody wants to pick my brain and invite me for dinner and have a beer, and they all want something. They all want something. And there's only a tiny, small circle of friends of people that actually say, hey man, let's hang out. And they don't ask for something. They don't try to get value. They're just genuinely asking you, hey, how are you? And that's the whole idea of this like celebrity circuit. It's all built on transactional relationships. Yo, human beings, goddammit. And that's the same when you're meeting a famous person. Don't ask for a picture. When I started working for free for my mentor, he was my hero. He was the coolest, greatest guy I could have ever met, and the fact that I was able to work for him was amazing. And I never asked for a picture with him. Never. In fact, the first time me and him are to be seen in a picture together when I was already working with him and when he helped me build my brand. That was the first time he could see me in a picture, because I wanted him to see me as a person and not just as a fan. Keep your friend circle small, but keep it tight. Keep it together with people that are friends and that actually like you. Whether you're broke or rich, or you have a good brand, whether you're famous or not. That's what actually counts. Good morning, it's like 7 a.m. We arrived last night in Bruneck. Slept decent, watched some UFC, and now we're gonna go up the mountain. So let's go. Look at this, Dolomites. Look at this. Look at it. Jesus Christ. Let's go. People don't buy the product, they buy the lifestyle associated with it. Think about what your brand is associated with. What do you represent? What are the emotions with it? What is the lifestyle alongside with it? So for example, if you look at my brand, while a lot of it is spontaneous and it's just based on my character traits, a lot of it is also carefully created around me. So while you see me jet setting around the world and kind of living the freedom lifestyle, you also see me just being at home, playing video games and being by myself and enjoying that just as much. I do this because I want you to understand that having a business is something that you can do just as a simple person. You don't need to have the entrepreneurial DNA. You don't have to have it in your family. You don't need to be specifically gifted. Anybody can build a business. Anybody can literally build multiple 7 figures a year. You don't necessarily need to be someone crazy or someone specifically gifted. First time in the Dolomites?
Yeah, it's amazing to be first time here. It was always on the #1 spot of like my bucket list. It was always my dream to go here. It's like when you see like all these photos and people going here, it's pretty amazing place.
So bucket list item right there?
Bucket list item right there.
Let's go, man, let's go. I had to cover all my face to not get sunburned. We just rode all the way down here. You can see how the shade is coming up. So we're now gonna go basically around the 3 chimneys, back down, get some work done just on time for my calls with my clients, and some sauna.
I done worked hard now for the free 10 cent the spot. Now I gotta eat. Those I ain't gotta keep still on the floor like I got a hole in the center stepping on the bed week in the middle of January bringing heat. Nah, I ain't finna sleep and I had hard for I had a beat. Odds had to stay steep, turn to a goat from.
What's the next item on the bucket list?
Next item on the bucket list. One thing I really want to see is Kyoto. You know, like where you samurais used to live, like the original place, you know.
Sounds good. So, bucket list, mine and yours. Tokyo, Kyoto, Dubai, Paris to see Metallica.
And more mountains.
Lots more mountains. Let's freaking go, man.
Awesome.
Thanks also for our guide. He's been
welcome.
saving our lives multiple
Yeah.
times today.
The best things in life are still for free. Us hiking up that mountain, riding back down, pretty much for free. This sunburn, for free. Having a good time with your friends, for freaking free. So if you're in the business just to make a ton of money, you're gonna have a very, very hard time. If you cannot enjoy the process, if you cannot enjoy the journey along the way, you're just going to suffer because all you want is that end result. Making money, building a business, it's about the people that you meet. It's about the experiences that you get to have. It's about the growth that you're getting. It's about all that. The money on top, that's the bonus. Even if you don't have that, enjoy the process of growing and getting to know people and the crazy experiences that you're gonna have. That, my friend, is the biggest and most important lesson I could ever give you on building a business.